He spent 20 years searching for the daughter who vanished without a trace. But he never expected she'd be working right under his roof, sweeping his floors, calling him sir. Stay with this story, because when he discovers the truth, when he realizes who she really is, everything he thought he knew about loyalty, betrayal, and love will collapse in one shattering moment. He was known as a man who had everything: wealth, power, respect. But behind every achievement, behind every smile the cameras captured, there lived a grief he never escaped. His name was William Carter, a business titan, a billionaire whose empire touched almost every city. But none of it mattered, because the one thing he wanted most, his daughter, was gone. Not kidnapped, not taken by criminals. She was taken by something far worse. A bitter divorce, a broken court battle, and a mother who disappeared overnight. William spent years searching. Private investigators, legal teams, endless leads that went nowhere. Every birthday that passed, he whispered into the quiet of an empty room, "Happy birthday, sweetheart, wherever you are." He never stopped hoping. But hope, over time, became a wound. Her name was Emily Hayes, 19 years old, quiet and polite, always looking slightly over her shoulder, as if life had taught her to expect pain. She worked as a maid in William Carter's mansion. She scrubbed floors, polished furniture, cleaned rooms she'd never be rich enough to stay in. She moved softly, almost invisibly. But whenever William passed by, she always lowered her gaze. She never looked him in the eyes. And he never looked at her long enough to notice something important. Her eyes were the exact same warm brown as the daughter he had lost. Emily had grown up rough. Her childhood was a mix of shelters, cheap apartments, and a mother who changed jobs and boyfriends like seasons. She never knew stability. She never knew love that lasted. She only knew one thing: work hard, stay quiet, don't cause problems. Because problems were dangerous. She didn't know who her father was, only that her mother refused to talk about him. Every time Emily asked, the answer was, "He's gone." And that's all you need to know. But deep inside, Emily always wondered, why did she have nothing that connected her to him? No pictures, no memories, not even a name, just emptiness. It started with something small, something William almost ignored. One quiet evening, he was sitting in his study, reviewing old files, cases, old letters, anything that gave him a piece of the daughter he lost. Emily entered the room quietly, carrying a tray of tea. Her hand trembled slightly. She placed the tray down, and as she turned to leave, a small, folded piece of paper slipped from her pocket, landing on the wooden floor. William noticed. "Miss, you dropped something." Emily froze. Her face went pale, as if that tiny scrap of paper exposed a secret she wasn't ready to reveal. She picked it up fast, too fast, stuffed it back into her pocket, forced a careful smile. "Sorry, sir. Just a personal note." But William wasn't stupid. He had built an empire by reading people, and something in that moment felt wrong. Not threatening, not suspicious, just said. She walked away quickly, almost running. And for the first time, William really looked at her. The shape of her face, the way she tucked her hair behind her ear, the small nervous habits he remembered from someone else, someone he used to hold, someone he used to call Pumpkin. He shook his head. Impossible. Just a coincidence. But the feeling didn't go away. A night of storms, a moment of truth begins. That night, a storm rolled in. Winds fierce. Rain slamming against windows. Most of the household staff had already gone home. Only a few remained, including Emily. William walked through the halls, making his way to the security room to check on the property during the storm. But then, he heard it. A quiet sound, almost a whimper, coming from the back service hallway. He followed it. And there, sitting on the floor beside the laundry carts, was Emily, knees pulled to her chest, hands gripping her hair, trying to breathe through tears that wouldn't stop. Lightning flashed. She looked up, startled, eyes red and wet. "I'm sorry, sir. I'll get back to work." I didn't mean to. Emily. His voice softened. What's wrong? She tried to wipe her face, but the tears kept coming. It's nothing, I just got overwhelmed. But then he saw it. In her hand, the same folded piece of paper from earlier. And before she could hide it, a corner of the paper flipped open, revealing a baby photo. A baby girl, with the same brown eyes, and the same small birthmark on her right shoulder that his daughter had. William felt his world tilt. His heart slammed against his ribs. Emily, he whispered, where did you get that picture? Emily froze. Then very quietly, it's the only baby picture I have of myself. William's breath caught. The room spun. The storm raged outside, but inside, time stopped. Everything pointed to one impossible truth. A truth he wasn't ready to face, but could no longer deny. And in that moment, William Carter realized something he had prayed for, something he had dreamed of, something he had long given up hope on, might be standing just inches away. But if he was right, if Emily was truly his daughter, then someone had lied. Someone had stolen years from them. Someone had built a life on betrayal. What William does next, how Emily reacts, and the truth that gets uncovered will break hearts, reveal secrets, and change both of their lives forever. Stay with the story, because the twist that's coming is bigger than either of them could ever imagine.